Welcome into the New Orleans Saints podcast right here on the Gulf Coast Sports and Entertainment Network alongside left tackle Kelvin Banks. I'm Erin Summers. Kelvin, you've made it through half of your first NFL season. How's it been?
It's been good. A lot of stuff you learn throughout those games that you already played, but it's been real good. It's been a smooth process. I've been able to make sure I keep my body physically ready to play and stuff like that. So it's been a good experience for me, just learning stuff about myself and let alone other players on the team as well.
What's been the biggest difference between the college schedule and what you're dealing with here at the NFL? Because you don't have classes that you have to go to, but I'm sure there's a few more demands.
Yeah, like you said, the classes, I'll say that's the biggest thing. That's one of the biggest differences because you have more time to do things you want to do. Even though we practice throughout the day, we do film and stuff like that. But when you get home, it's kind of like, oh, this is your job. So this is what you have to focus on 24/7 basically. But that, and then I would say like college, it felt like a lot, but it was more so like when you did play and practice. See, in the league, you're giving 100% there, you're giving 100% here, but I would say the physicality is a lot more different. Like your body feels it a lot more after games and then after practice. But Coach Moore does a great job of taking care of us for practice. But game time, you can definitely feel the difference of how your body feels coming in and then coming out the game for sure.
Your homework in the NFL is watching film, right? So what is the first thing you do when you're preparing for a team?
Yeah, honestly, I just try to focus on like what their scheme is first off, so I can know like, hey, if any like blitz pickup is coming, I can know, hey, I have to communicate this, or the guard has to communicate to me a certain language that we use. And then secondly, then I just go through and just watch the players. So they're basically their whole lineup, who's ever active that week, I just watch whoever I'm going to go versus on both sides as well. Whether he plays one side or predominantly or not, I still try to watch both just in case something changes in the game.
When I talked to you earlier this year, you said that you were leaning on pretty much everybody in the offensive line room, from Eric McCoy, Cesar Ruiz, even Will Clapp, Taliese Fuaga. The tightness of that room, how have you benefited from having those guys around you?
Yeah, I benefit a lot, man. It's a lot of selfless guys in there. They are wanting to help you. They spend extra time to sit around and be like, hey, if you need extra film or even days after games, we go in there and watch extra film on the next opponent. So there's different things like that. They're very selfless group, more of everybody want everybody to get great. So which is a good thing for a rookie to come into, because it's like you're trying to learn quick, you're trying to learn fast, trying to learn all these things that they've been doing for 5+ years. So it's really helpful that those guys are selfless with their time, and also just them and the work ethic that they put in, and I get to see that as well, to kind of be like, okay, that's what I can kind of model my work ethic and my game after as well.
It seems like a fun group because I see you guys in the locker room after practices, and you guys you hang out there, all of you. Yeah. In your one side of the locker room, we kind of create a big circle here, and it's just the back and forth chatter, I guess. Smack talk, I don't, making fun of each other or whatever. What have you enjoyed about them, just the people, the personalities?
Yeah. Man, I like you said, I enjoy it a lot, man. They're great guys to hang around. I mean, they got great personalities. Like you said, we smack talk each other all the time. Kind of builds that chemistry between the O-line, which is a good thing. You know, O-line is a position where you got to think as one as a whole. I mean, you one guy could do this, and then all other 4 guys do the same thing, and one guy mess up and the play is ruined. So it definitely helps a lot, just being close to them, and then also knowing how hard you're going to play for your brother, because you know how tight you guys are.
You mentioned having to play together, and one person may be slightly off and it affects everybody. But how difficult is it then when you have different people in and out of the line? Because Trevor Penning just got traded, you had a couple of injuries on the line, so you have had to deal with a variety of people even right next to you.
It's more so of like just trusting that the guy next to you is going to do a job. I mean, anything can happen. You're not going to win every single rep in the NFL. Other guys get paid for a reason too. It's like, it's one of those things where you just got to understand, you trust your teammate and you just go out there and play ball. I mean, at the end of the day, we kind of, like I said, we build that relationship with each other where we understand, okay, he knows what he has to do in this play, and then I know what I got to do in this play. So if we just do our jobs, then it makes it a lot easier for each person on the line to kind of be tight-knit and be comfortable with a new guy coming in, and be more confident that they're going to be able to execute their plan.
What about when the play caller and the quarterback changes? How does that affect the line?
It really don't affect us too much. I would say it's more of I will say one thing that is different is different guys has a different way of saying their cadences. So
yes, Alvin Kamara, he broke that down for us in the locker room and imitated different quarterbacks, their cadence.
So I'll say that's the biggest thing that's kind of for O lineman, because you're so used to one guy saying it and then you get off the ball at a certain time when he says it, but then the guy may say it either slower or he may say it a little quicker. So you got to kind of hone in on that. But other than that, I don't think there's really a big difference. It's more of we just gotta do our job and block.
Yeah. What is your game day routine?
Man, I kind of so if it's we've had early games, so early games I'll wake up and I'll kind of go down and get breakfast. I'll try to be there as soon as it opens, get breakfast, come back upstairs, eat, and then I'll get in like my normal take boots for like 30 minutes, do like my little stretch therapy and all that, shower, and then head to the game. And more so when I get there, it's more of just me just trying to stay calm. Most people, they listen to rap music and stuff. I'm more of a guy who likes to stay chill, so I listen to like R&B, like stuff that like kind of eases the soul a little bit, because in the locker room it's already rowdy, already their own music playing. So I just kind of get something to calm me down and make sure I like just stay focused on what I gotta do and not get too you know what I'm saying, jittery and happy and stuff. So do that, we run out, and then I'll just do my little like 5-minute prayer I do on the sideline before the game gets going, and then I'm ready to play.
Is that something you've always had to do, kind of calm yourself down, center yourself before games? Were you like a wild child or something running around?
My parents would probably say I was a wild child, but I wouldn't say I was too much of a wild child. I had my fair share of moments, but that is something I always do. I kind of started that my freshman year of college. It was my first or second game, second game we played Alabama, and I was a freshman, and Alabama's a good team. So I was kind of sitting there just like, I wouldn't say lose my mind, but I was like, all right, I just don't mess up. And then my O-line coach, Coach Flood, he came up to me and was like, man, just be yourself, man. And I said, you know what? You're right. Like, stop getting myself all riled up. And ever since then, I kind of took upon that routine of just making sure I stay calm.
You started day one here. What was the inner monologue going into your first game?
Yeah. It was definitely one of those things where I had to kind of look back on how I prepared myself in college to be a starter. So I just walked in and then just made sure I was able to make sure I do my job. That's the biggest thing that I thought about the whole week, is don't worry about anything else. Just worry about doing your job, and everything will fall into place.
Has there been a venue or a place that you guys have played this season, or maybe one that you would like to get to that you're like, oh man, that is an iconic NFL stadium that you're excited about playing at, or were?
I would say the Bills stadium was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool experience. Even though we were away and then we had the crowd noise to deal with, but it was a pretty cool experience there. I mean, the dome is always a great experience. I wouldn't kind of trade that for the world, especially the Who Dat chant beginning. That's my favorite. But I say the Bills has been the favorite so far, of like atmosphere, just being able to see different parts of different teams and stuff like that. Yeah. And then coming up, I don't know. So far it's a pretty cool stadium to be in, because it's newer, obviously. Right. So that's pretty cool. But I don't know. I'll have to see what other games I would think would be coming up.
I think a lot of people always will highlight Lambeau just because it's one of those iconic stadiums as well. But they are a little crazy in Buffalo, so that's definitely a place that's fun to go to.
But you say Lambeau for sure.
Yeah, the dome, the fans. What have you liked about the Saints Nation?
Yeah, man, I'll say the support. They support us a lot, man. Whether it's win, lose, or draw, they're always there supporting us, man. It's always a good feeling when you have somebody kind of behind you at all times, no matter what the circumstances is. So I'll say that's the biggest thing, and they're always loud. And sometimes you get in there and you just look around. It's like just a crazy feeling, understanding like just seeing all these people from different points of life. They have different things going on in life, but they're all here to support one team, and that's the Saints.
They are very ride or die for sure.
For sure.
What are your first memories of playing football?
I'll say my first memory would be, I remember me and my dad. My dad was my coach for the longest in Little League, and we played, and I can't remember what happened, but I was crying and I didn't I was playing, but
this doesn't sound like a good memory.
Yeah, it's good to me because it kind of started my journey of football. So I was crying, and he just looked at me. He's like, if you're not gonna give it 100%, then you gonna go up there and sit in the stands with your mom. And I looked at him like, I'm gonna go out here and play football. And the next play, I hit somebody so hard I hurt him, which is it's not a good thing, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like it kind of built character for me as a young child. So I say that's my first memory for sure.
Sure. How was your dad as a coach?
He was tough, but I always knew like the difference. I knew dad and I knew coach. So I never, when we were on the field, I never called him dad at all. I was always Coach Banks or something like that, because I knew in between the lines, it's go time. It's time to handle business and outside. And he was always like loving on me and stuff, making sure he knew he loved me and things like that. So it was a good experience, to say the least.
Yeah, you're a junior, so named after him.
Yep.
What does that mean? Kind of carry on his legacy?
Yeah, it means a lot. It means a lot. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of people always say that kind of playing through my dad kind of feel, because my dad, he was a good player when he was coming out of high school and stuff like that. He just wasn't able to make it as far as I did, but kind of feeling just upholding that name on my back and just understanding I have somebody else I have to kind of model my life after as well. I can't just go out here and just do whatever I want and understand that it won't be consequences behind it, because it's more than just me getting in trouble or me having somebody say something about me. It's them having them say something about them as well.
Well, taking it back to draft night then, to hear your name called, to spend that moment with all of them, how special was that? It
was very special. I mean, that's something you dreamt of as a kid. I mean, even in the moment, I was like, I still couldn't believe that I was actually finna get drafted in the field. I remember leading up to that day before, my fiance was like asking me, he's like, can you really believe that you're finna get drafted tomorrow? And I was telling him, I'm like, no. I was like, I can't believe it. Like, it was one of those things where it's like, you know what's happening, but it's like, you pinch yourself and it's like, oh yeah, it's real. So it was a great experience for sure.
At what point in your football career did you know that the NFL was a possibility?
I would say when I was going into college, and I'll say after camp, I played pretty well, was able to get a starting job, and I started thinking, I'm like, maybe I could get to that point. I mean, in high school, I was a pretty good player, but it was always that point of just playing football, and I was just playing. I wasn't like thinking too hard, thinking too much about, okay, am I going to be able to make it here? It was just one of those things where I was just out there playing football. So when I got to college, it was one of those moments where it's like, okay, I can actually do this and make sure I get myself in the best position in my family as well.
You played basketball growing up as well?
I played basketball my freshman, from young all the way to like my freshman year of high school. And then I started getting football offers, and my dad was like, nah, you gotta cut that out. So that stopped for me pretty early in high school. But I played a little basketball.
Yeah. So what drew you to football more than basketball?
I would say it was more so of me just playing it, or before I played basketball. It was one of those things where I just fell in love with football at such a young age. I think I was first started when I was like 4 or something like that. So it was pretty young. And then I probably started basketball. I probably just playing basketball on the street when I was young, but actual like recreational basketball, I probably started like 7, 8 years old. So it was one of those things, once I started football, I was never going to switch up on it for sure.
Did you always play offensive line?
No. No. So I'll say Little League, I played like running back and quarterback. So a huge disadvantage because I was always bigger than everybody. So I played running back, quarterback. And then I got to middle school, I moved to tight end. And then once I got to high school, 9th grade, my dad was like, you're not going to be no tight end. So then I moved to O-line, and ever since then I fell in love with it.
You've got to be pretty athletic then.
Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I wouldn't say I'm the most athletic, but I can do my little 1-2.
Yeah, for sure. You ended up going to Texas, but you originally committed to Oregon. There was a coaching change, so you changed things around there. You had offers other places as well, LSU, but you went Texas. You know, for everybody here, it's fine. You're from Texas. How was that experience in deciding to stay in the home state?
The experience was good, man. It was the end of my recruitment was kind of hectic because, like you said, the coach left. So it's like I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. But I feel like I made a good decision for myself to go to Texas. I mean, I grew up a Longhorns fan, and it was one of those moments where it's like, okay, it's kind of obvious what the next choice would be. It was a no-brainer. So it was one of those moments where I felt like God was kind of telling me, hey, man, you shouldn't probably be here. You should probably be back home closer to family. So it was a good experience for me.
Yeah. Have you been keeping up with how they're doing?
Yeah, I have. So I've watched almost every game, and they've been doing pretty good. I know they had some close games, and they lost 2 games already, but I feel like they've been bouncing back pretty well since those 2 losses.
Do you still keep in contact with a lot of the players? I mean, you're just there last year.
Yeah, I keep in contact with all those guys, especially the O-linemen. I know the left tackle, really the whole starting O-line right now. All those guys I keep in contact with. I'll be talking to Trevor Gooseby, the left tackle, a lot. I keep in contact with him. The right guard, DJ Campbell, the center, Cole Hudson. So all those guys I keep in contact with. They kind of keep me in the loop of what's going on in the facility and stuff.
You were a physical culture and sports major. What is that?
It's more of like understanding like the ways of sports and like the culture of it, like where it came from. So I had so many classes where it was like teaching you what more beyond than just playing football. Like I knew about football, but I wanted to know more about like the origination of it. So like different things. It didn't even have to be football. We learned so much about track, the Olympics, just different key points in history of like how it all got started and things like that. So that's kind of was the gist of the physical culture and sports.
Okay, so J-Mac, our PR guy, he is an encyclopedia when it comes to Saints football and knowledge. You studied the whole thing, every sport.
Yeah, just about. I wouldn't say I know too much, but I definitely have a little insight on different things about different sports.
Do you like history in general?
I would say I like history. It's more of one of those things of me wanting to learn because I would say I'm a nosy person, so I want to know a lot of stuff. So more of like me wanting to learn and just understand just different backgrounds and stuff.
That's why I do what I do.
Really?
Yeah, I like to know stuff about people.
I like to know stuff for sure.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where the more you know, the more you can learn, the more you know.
Yeah, I like to know like what makes you guys tick, like why you can be a calm person before you get on the field and then turn into something different.
Yes, for sure.
So what does fuel you?
Yeah, I would say for me, it may sound cliche because I almost say right person, but my family for sure. It's one of those things where it's like we grew up. I mean, I wouldn't say we didn't have anything, but we wasn't. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't in a situation where you can just get whatever you wanted. So it's one of those things where I want to just put myself and my future family in a better position, and also my family that I already have now. So just being able to have that in the back of my mind every play, that I'm not just playing for myself, I'm playing for others as well, is one thing that fuels me the most. Because like I said before with the last name, you're going out there and you're putting your best foot forward, not just for you, but other people who came before you with the last name Banks. So just trying to make sure you keep that in the back of your mind and understand you're doing this for a bigger purpose than just you. You're building your own family. You mentioned fiance, so you haven't gotten married yet. Not yet. So we got engaged my last year. So this past year in the summer, we got engaged, and then ever since then it was season and combine prep. So we've been trying to figure out a day to kind of have our wedding and do our little thing. I know it's so quick for rookies. Like they get thrown into it right after the college season with all the events and the draft, and so you don't get a break until after the season's over. Honestly, like you're right, you don't you literally, and then after combine you think you're done, but then you have pro day, then you got to go on NFL visits and stuff like that, so you really don't get a break at all. And you have a baby that you're dealing with. Yeah, you're right. Not dealing with, but that you are enjoying. Enjoying for sure. Yeah. So it all was more like a blur. I always tell my fiance, like, from January until now, it was kind of like a blink of an eye. I feel like it was just yesterday that my son was born on 26. Now he's already 9 months. So it's definitely one of those things where it moves quickly. We're about to hit holiday season. So you excited about first Christmas with him? Yes, I am very excited. A lot of gifts I'm gonna have to buy that he probably just gonna look at and then go to the next one. Not remember. But it's okay. It's okay. It's the experience for the parents and then for him as well. He probably won't remember it, but for me and my fiance, it's gonna be a good experience just to have him with his first Christmas, first Thanksgiving. We had him in his Halloween little costume. He was a minion, so it's real fun. Yeah. What are your Thanksgiving holiday traditions? I really don't have me on my dad's side, we go to my grandma's area and we kind of just spend time with the family. So everybody go over there, but I don't think I'll be home. I don't think I'll be home. So I will have to miss out on the tradition this year, but that's kind of one thing we always do. You're number 71 here. Did you pick that for any reason? It was more of like, that was the next best number that I seen. You know, Eric McCoy has 78, and he's OG here. We call him OG. He's OG here, so I wouldn't even go try my chances on trying to ask him for the number. So it was one of those deals where it was the next number that I really liked.
During training camp, when you guys were out in LA, I saw all the rookies at dinner.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, did you pick up that whole tab?
No. So we didn't start our O-line dinners till season started. So that was
all the rookies.
Yeah,
so I know all of them
yeah.
weren't making exactly what you walked in.
Oh, you're right. I'm thinking about a different dinner. That day, Tyler did not let me pick up the tab. Tyler picked it up.
Tyler did. Okay.
I asked Tyler. I was like, I'll pay for it. He's like, no, man, you good. I was like, you sure? I asked him like 4 times, which Tyler is such a great guy. He's always trying to just have everybody be together. But I asked him like 30 times, bro, you sure? Like, I can pay for it. He's like, no, I got it. I was like, all right. I just sat back. Hey, I won't ask you more than once. So
yeah,
Tyler picked up the tab that day.
Tell me about the O-line dinners.
Yeah. But so O-line dinners are fun, man. We kind of every Thursday we get together 6 p.m. every time, and we just kind of hang out with each other. Mm-hmm. I've already had my O-line dinner, so I got that heartbreaking day out of the way. So we do that, and then even Tyler comes to the dinner as well. Yeah. A couple quarterbacks come, some tight ends come sometimes, and it's just fun. We just sit kind of like we do in the locker room. Just sit there, joke, and just have fun with the guys.
Did they take advantage of you and start running up the tab?
I wouldn't say no. It could have been worse. It could have been worse than what it was. They kind of took it light on me, I would say. I
know the defensive line does it too. So who eats more?
Eats more. I would say us, for sure. We order almost every appetizer on the menu when we order, and we be full of appetizers. And then everybody looks around like, we're ordering entrees, and then we're like, yeah, we're still going to order entrees. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll say we probably do. We probably eat more.
Who's been the most inspirational person to you? Maybe not even football, but just in life.
Yeah. I'll say my mom. She's been through a lot from the start of when I went to college. Not even from high school till now. Like, she's been through a lot. She's been through moments where she was in a coma before. She's been through so much where she had to battle through and keep fighting and kind of just show that the strength that she had in her body. So I'll say she's definitely been my biggest kind of inspirational role model of not giving up on myself and understanding that things will get tough, but you'll always come out on the other end better.
Yeah, what was she going through?
Yeah, so she has epilepsy. So she had that. I believe she got diagnosed with that when I was going to high school or in high school. Mm-hmm. And then she had that. So, but in college, my freshman year, she had a blood clot on her heart. So she had that. She dealt with that for a while, and then came out of the surgery healthy, and then was going back to normal. And then it kind of rebuilt back up again. And that's when she went into coma. And then ever since then, though, ever since she got out of the coma, she's been doing great. She had to learn how to walk again and build her strength back up and stuff like that. So just seeing her go through all that in a span of like a year and a half, 2 years, it really just opened my eyes up more about the stuff that I may complain about or the stuff that I may take for granted, for sure.
I'm over here like, dang, I should stop complaining about stuff too.
yeah. I catch myself still from time to time and be like, I'm kind of sitting up here just complaining when I probably have it better than most people, for sure.
Mm-hmm. How have you settled in here in the city?
I've settled in good. I have family that's in Shreveport, so my mom's side of the family is from Shreveport. So my aunts, they come down here from time to time to kind of surprise me sometimes. But I've settled in well. I'm kind of a guy who stays in the house and kind of just does his own thing. So I really don't have too much experience of going to eat places or stuff like that. But it's been good. The people here are very nice. I mean, everywhere you go, it's always somebody. If they do notice you, they show you a lot of love and things like that. Like you said, the city runs off the Saints, so it's one of those things where it's definitely a welcoming feeling here, for sure.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned to me before that you like fishing. Mm-hmm. We haven't really been able to do it since the season started. Yeah. What are you looking forward to once you kind of do get to take a breath?
Yeah, for sure. Man, I would definitely look forward to going to some spots out here if I could. I remember in OTAs, Eric took everybody fishing, but I had to go back home to hang out with the family. So I wasn't able to get on that trip, but definitely looking for some spots out here. I know my dad, he's wanting to come out here and fish as well. So even the bye week, I'll probably go with my dad when I go back home to Houston.
Okay, so that's what your plans are for the bye week.
Yeah. I'll say a day or two out the bye week. I'll probably go fishing for sure.
Yeah. You gonna make it to a Texas play? You make it back to a game?
Yeah. So I was gonna go, but they play away at Georgia. So they play at Georgia, which was I could probably still make a way to go there, but I'd rather just stay back and spend time with the family. Yeah,
you said it's been hard on your body, so you got to rest and recover.
Sure. Yes, ma'am.
How have you done in that regard? Because the Tuesdays are kind of the days that you get off.
Yeah.
But is it a lot spent on taking care of yourself?
Yes. I would say yes. So I'll get up and I come up here, regardless of how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling good or not, I'll come up here and get treatment for about an hour and a half, and then go home and just kind of Tuesday are like my reset day. So I kind of clean the house and do stuff like that. And then I'll have one. I call him a therapist. His name is Gary. He come over. He does like treatment on the body, muscle, like electricity treatment, stuff like that. Just make sure the body gets right. And that's kind of like my Tuesday routine. I do Tuesday and Friday are like my days where I kind of get Gary come over and do treatment. So I try to do my best to make sure I keep my body kind of the engine running.
Yeah, I mean, you have been running. You have been an extremely good player for us to have here right out of the gate. You got thrown into it and holding down things on the left side. What are you looking forward to as your career continues? Maybe something that you'd like to accomplish?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, out of all accomplishments as a football player, you want to win a Super Bowl. So that's one thing for sure. Before anything else, before any individual accolade, I want to win a Super Bowl. But honestly, just making sure I stay consistent. If you stay consistent, all the other stuff will come. And like I said, team success always going to bring individual success. So as long as we stay consistent, I can stay consistent, do my job, best of my ability, and then the team keeps prospering from that. Then all the Pro Bowl stuff, all of that, it'll come with it.
It definitely will come with it. And we're going to keep building here, getting some wins.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for joining me on the podcast. It's been great catching up with you.
Yes, ma'am. You too.
And thank you for tuning in to the New Orleans Saints podcast presented by Rouse's Marcus right here on the Gulf Coast Sports and Entertainment Network.